Ramblers? Let's get
Oh,
rambling.
somebody followed. Thanks for the follow. Oh, it's Keo. It's Keo, finally. Keo's like, oh, I'll give you a follow. We've only done 50 sessions together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or whatever
I
it is.
don't really use Twitch, so.
I was just holding out to see if I really wanted to stay in the group.
Sitting
okay.
outside the inn for 2 hours. That's what decided it. This is the group for him.
I can't really like watch the stream and play at the same time because I don't know how my computer can handle it. So that's why I haven't really logged onto Twitch.
Yeah, mine usually can't either.
Yeah.
I popped it open on a phone.
So funny story. The laptop we ran the first like 30 or 40 sessions on or whatever. It is dead, and it is because I overclocked it to run Roll20 and tried to stream on it a couple times. Yeah, it like right around the time I got the new computer, it no longer works. It just stopped working. So.
So,
well,
I've done some math.
Of course you can.
And I think I can stop a dragon from flying.
Oh wow.
Dragons technically fly through not magic, but like innate magic.
Oh, really?
Yes. Their flight is partially physical based, but also partially innate magic based.
Oh. Because if an adult red dragon weighs 2,700 pounds and has a strength of 27, then wait, hang on. So.
God, here we go.
Hang on.
Did you fund that Kickstarter, Ramblinman?
Huh?
Do what? Oh, yeah, but I didn't.
the
I didn't get the. I didn't get the package, but.
The beta one.
Yeah.
I assume you just went for the lowest too. Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to use it. Like.
I know, right now. Yeah. Hurry up already, damn it.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's this awesome. You tell him about it, Wolf. It's like this. Just yeah. Wolf can explain it.
It's an AI powered map maker where you simply tell it the type of terrain that you're looking for, like grasslands or river or inn or blacksmith, and then you draw a square and it randomizes and creates it. And every time it's different. And you can then go in to the things that it's randomized and like move each individual object down to like candles, and yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Looked amazing. It was only $30, so it's pretty good. Comes out January next year.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna be watching that for sure. Actually, if you happen to have the link to it,
you can't fund it anymore. It's done.
Oh yeah, okay.
It only had like 48 hours when I told you about it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's another Kickstarter that we had found that is real dice, and they're trying to get Roll20 to work with them so that when you roll the dice, it pops up on the Roll20 as well.
So they make so much money off of dice skins.
Wow.
Yeah. People who prefer the dice, like physical dice instead of digital, they could do that.
Right, instead of clicking a button.
That's crazy.
That would be pretty cool. They have some kind of similar stuff that like transmits to your phone and stuff like that. So it's not a stretch.
Huh.
Little microchip inside.
Right on. That's pretty cool. Man, technology is getting nuts. All right. Maybe I'm just old. Do what?
Said the squirrel.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you guys were walking into Stone District, right?
So 10 gold?
Yeah, 10 gold ahead. Probably
If
not
we don't
for
have Shama's head, or we'd have to pay for it.
do what?
Said good thing we don't have Kashama's head, or we'd have to pay for it.
Yeah, right. Kitty probably won't have to pay,
Okay.
so you're fine there.
I was gonna say what? No discounts for large groups, but then he said Kitty probably won't have to pay, so I guess that evens out. That's our discount.
Yeah.
Does Meryn go through the gate or try to fly over the wall?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys really wanted to
I'm
save
fine.
the coin, you could try to find other ways to get around. I mean, some of you guys have criminal contacts. It would make sense if you're looking for a smuggler or something.
It'll take me 3 days, but I'm gonna tunnel underneath.
Well, there might already
Alright,
be
you want to skip
some.
the 10 gold fee? That'll be 11 gold.
Yeah, I mean,
We have
Yeah,
limited
well-
time.
Havoc
Okay.
is just walking through the gate. It's easier to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the purpose of the gates might be also to make sure that, illegal things aren't going through potentially, or illicit things. Maybe certain kinds of propaganda that they're keeping an eye out for. This is a monastery town. Just, various things. It's an excuse to look over everybody who comes in, kind of thing, too. So
To ask, how does Havoc get through? Because I think he's the only one that's not disguised.
that is a good
Hmm.
point.
Yes, I have a deep hood, but that's it.
We haven't seen official bounties up for you guys here.
Yeah, there's no bounty for us
Which
yet.
is weird because this is where they originated from. You'd think they would.
Actually,
didn't the
actually,
A
no.
team?
It's not where they originated from. Yeah, A-Team was ahead in time. So
Oh, right.
the bounties haven't gotten put up yet. Also, the bloom hasn't happened yet.
But this guy lives here, and he's the one that put out the bounty.
Yeah, well, he has a house here, and he was headed here, right? That's what I told Kashama was
Yeah, he
they're
put up the bounty before he left.
yeah,
I see.
he this is kind of like a summer home for him, right? He lives in creation.
So we came out of creation when we were sent off.
Well, let's here. I'll yeah. So let's look at the map, and I'll try to.
No, it's fine. I get it. I
I'll
just
try to
I
kind of.
didn't realize we came out of creation.
I'll kind of try to explain stuff a little bit here for the viewers and stuff too. So when we first met B Team, you guys were at you were basically heading out into the desert here, right? To go to the Claret Wellspring. Presumably you followed this pass right here out of creation to go there, right? Creation is just like a big mega city that would take weeks to walk across. I mean, it's immense. Just think, I mean, it's got different. It's not all the same style or anything like that. It's just we can talk about it more in detail sometime. It's not really important right now, but it's just a giant city, and this guy has a place there. So presumably that's where you guys came from. It was closer to the Claret Wellspring, a lot closer than, the city is. For certain. Yeah. It only takes 2 weeks to walk across it. Almost 3.
17 days.
Gigantic city. I mean, creation is the place where creation originated from, right? So,
Supposedly.
yeah, that's the story. Creation is the place, the center of creation would be the place where heaven touched the world for an instant or whatever and created civilization. Yeah. So it's basically the center of all of the culture, and that's why it's such a big city. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've seen that. Now let's go back. Okay.
So once we're through the gates. Oh wait. So is there any issue with the gates or no?
No, there's not a bounty here out on you yet. It is coming.
Okay.
But it has not happened yet.
So once we're through the gates, out loud, well, somewhat down the street a little, I will say, find us the blacksmith first, I guess.
Is it dark yet at this point?
I mean, it's probably been at most a couple hours. Do you guys want it to be dark? What time do you guys want it to be? So presumably you could wait around and earlier in the day. Yeah, you.
Oh, I was just wondering what time it was. Yeah.
For some reason, I keep thinking we arrived around noon. So
Yeah, makes sense. So maybe it's
2
or 3. So you still got several hours of shops open.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put.
So then, when they get to the other side of the wall, I'll kind of try to, before I land down, make sure there's no guards nearby, and then fly down and walk over to them.
So you went over the wall.
Yeah, I just flew over it. I'm not paying 10 gold.
Okay. And
you're visible.
presumably that worked.
Oh, I figured that if they were looking up, they'd see a hawk's wings spread and probably not be able to see me directly up, and not expect people to be flying over the wall. And when they saw a bird, I didn't think that they'd
Are you actually smaller than
suspect
the
much of
hawk?
me flying.
Yeah, aren't you bigger than the hawk?
Well, if the wings are spread, I figured that there'd be hardly any of me sticking out over the sides that they'd see.
Dude, if
'Cause
you're
wingspans
if you're like a 3.5, 4 foot tall gnome, and you're standing on a hawk, like people are gonna be able to see you. It's gonna look weird,
Okay.
even from underneath.
I figured at like a few hundred feet, they might not even.
Okay,
They might
yeah,
not be
argue,
looking.
yeah,
close
okay,
enough
that's
to see it.
fine. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
They
That's all
have
good.
if we're being generous, 4-foot wingspan.
Okay, yeah.
But they'll see you on the way down.
Yeah, I figured that they'd probably see something on the way down.
Yeah, I mean somebody's gonna
That's something I
approach
gotta
you when you land. Yeah.
Does it look like a guard?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a couple of them. Yeah, a couple guards are gonna approach you and surround you. Do you land away from the group or right next to the group? Like,
as I said, I kind of look around before I land to try to look for some guards.
I mean, okay, you're trying to look for them. Yeah, they're easy to spot. They're watching you.
All over the place, or
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere.
So the Stone District. Let me just describe a little bit. It's everything's set up like castle walls, right? So you have all stone buildings, stone architecture. Some of it's much nicer. A lot of statues and stuff like that built into walls. And I mean, there's guards all along the walls that you fly over, and a lot of the buildings have guards on them too. This part of the town has actual guards, right? Like the Dirt District doesn't really. The Dirt just kind of has the guards watching the gates to go, to leave the Dirt District basically, and the Devils who keep to the shadows but try to watch everything that's going on. But yeah, there's actual proper guard patrols here, and they have guard captains and teams of guards that look out for.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna dimension door myself to the other side of the wall.
Oh god.
If I realize there's that many guards.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. You've been over there before.
Yeah, I'll just dimension door myself across.
Much simpler. Yeah. But it does cost a spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll still be invisible then.
All right.
I don't have to fly.
Cool. All right. So you arrive, and you'd probably know, I guess, like a place out of sight, typically, that you could arrive in, so no one sees you teleport in, right? Like a place behind a building out of sight. Yeah, you pop in, and presumably after they've paid the toll, we see them standing in a street after they've walked in, and you come walking out from an alley or something to catch up with them.
Correction, some footsteps appear walking out of an alley.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're still invisible, sorry.
No, because he lightened the hawk or himself, so he
No,
would not be.
he.
If I didn't have to, if I wasn't gonna fly over, then I wouldn't have had to lighten myself. If I was just dimension dooring across.
Oh. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
My bad about that. I didn't think there was guards watching everything on that side.
Yeah. Well, it's just that's not how it goes in the dirt district. When we haven't really seen you guys leave the dirt district here yet. So.
Yeah.
Cast invisibility in the inn. You walk out. You cast a spell to get to the other side of the wall. You're no longer invisible.
Yeah, that's a good point. It does go when you cast a spell, right?
Do I lose? Do I lose concentration just by casting a non-concentration spell? I didn't think I did.
No, it's just that.
No,
like,
invisibility just ends when you cast a spell. That's
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
part of that spell.
Like, if you want to link in here invisibility, I can.
Oh.
This
Oh, I thought it was only when you cast a spell that
ends
affects.
for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Okay, yeah. So I'll recast invisibility then.
God.
All right.
Who needs spells?
Just chewing.
I'm
through
staying
spells.
hidden.
I'm sure it won't be relevant. It's not like you guys are gonna get attacked in broad daylight or anything.
Right.
That never
Let
happens.
him cast all his spells so I can take him hostage.
Vaira, you know he's right next to us, right? He's just invisible, not deaf.
He tried to persuade you to turn us in, so we are mutual now.
You can't blame that for me. You can't blame me for that. That was logical. You're worth money.
I've seen you kill people just for fun. And cost us money in the process.
Havoc, are you friends with this annoying voice?
I
No.
know him. He's useful
So,
for now.
Vaira, do we trust him?
No,
Yes, you
Vaira,
do.
Trust anyone.
we don't trust him. He tried to persuade Havoc to turn us in.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, that was when you were worth more money turned in. Now you're worth more money not turned in. So it's all different now. Numbers
I
changed.
don't.
Vaira,
Except numbers could possibly change again. I don't trust.
Vaira, do you trust anyone?
Sometimes.
Well, you're stupid if you trust anyone.
Okay, leading us to that blacksmith, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Just
I start.
that doesn't draw attention.
I pull out a little invisible piece of. Oh wait, are things that I would pull out of my bag of holding the invisible if they were in the bag? Okay,
As long
so
as
the
you're
chalk doesn't
carrying it.
have any lines.
Yeah, as long as you're carrying it. So if you pick something up, it becomes invisible. If you drop it, it becomes visible.
Okay, so I'll pull out a piece of chalk, and I'll start drawing a little like dash of a line every once in a while on the ground as it's going towards the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Follow the lines.
The ground here is stone. It's
Right.
also a bit higher up. So yeah, you can definitely draw with chalk on the ground.
Meryn, two things. There's only two directions to go. Just say left or right. And
Well, I
you're
mean,
leaving a trail for anyone to follow us.
Lines.
there's also
Just wipe them away as we go.
alleyways and stuff like that too. I know it's laid out really simply on the map, but there might actually be more intersections than we really see here.
Still, you're leaving a trail for people to follow.
Yeah.
Just wipe it away.
Directly to you.
Just wipe it away as you go.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
I do not wipe it away.
After a bit, I look back. The chalk lines stop, and then you see the line kind of erasing itself. And hear footsteps pass, and then you hear it come back. Footsteps come back.
We just keep
Fine.
continuing on in the same direction while you do that.
And every once in a while, no, this way, this way, this way.
All right.
And I'll lead them to a blacksmith.
Yeah, do we see anything that looks like blacksmith? Big billowing smoke, sound,
Yeah,
metal
I
on
mean,
metal.
there's lots of shops,
It's gonna be
and
a better
they're
way.
they're a lot nicer here. I mean, some of them still have like iron bars over the windows, and stuff like that. But everything is, it's a step up from the rabble of the dirt. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's find a blacksmith here. Whew. Okay. And
Meryn,
you're taking him to a place called the Curious Forge. It's run by a guy named.
Curious George.
There you go. And it's run by a guy
Does
named.
the mean
Mm-mm-mm.
does the mean blacksmith have a big yellow hat?
Sure. Yeah, sure. We'll give him a big, like yellow. I like we can't do like because it's like a rain hat, right? We can't really do that. But it'll be like a straw hat or something. We'll give him like a straw
Yeah, like
hat.
what, like those rice hats.
Yeah. Okay.
What's Soul swearing?
Sure. So it's run by this guy named Ryklek. And yeah, he's a pretty good blacksmith. Okay. So you guys just want to go straight to the shop?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
what did you need to get?
Well, I guess I approach Ryklek. What does he look like?
He's a human man, pale complexion, red hair, and his face is clean shaven. His hands are all beat up and dirty all the time. He's kind of burly guy, but not like he's got wide shoulders, but it's not like pretty muscle. Like he looks kind of stout. Maybe part Hildorf.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be a dwarf.
Excuse
He's a
me.
blacksmith.
Excuse me.
Do what?
Excuse me.
Oh, right.
Do you buy weapons here?
Do I buy weapons here? No, I sell weapons here.
What kind of weapons do you have?
Yeah. I mean, he's swords, arrows, anything sharp. We make some hammers, some cudgels from time to time.
Anything interesting? Anything new? What's your newest weapon?
Special.
Okay. I mean, this guy mostly has all of like your standard non-magical weaponry. So pretty much anything out of the PHB or any of the other books that isn't magical. The one thing you might notice is that you don't see any firearms. I know that you might be looking for that, but he's got shields, he's got swords, he's got armor. Pretty much everything else is just, smelted, made at a
Okay.
forge.
If you're listening closely, you might hear a small grumble of shoddy dwarven craftsmanship. Never could do it right.
Okay. Well, if you're not buying any weapons or metal, can you point us in any direction where I can sell some?
Oh, you're wanting to sell. What about trade? Want to exchange anything? Got some adamantine stuff you might be interested in. You guys look like a lot of bruisers.
Do you do custom orders?
I can. It may take some time.
Vaira points at the shell that's being dragged outside.
A blacksmith is
Assuming
generally
it's still
all
being
outside.
dragged. Yeah. So she points at the shell, assuming it's still being dragged.
Yeah. He looks at it. What about it? Want to make it into a shield or something?
Vaira looks at Ambien. You wanted
I was
these
hoping. Yes, I was hoping that if you could make it into a scale armor, something like this. I take out the scale armor that I have. Unfortunately, this is metal. I'm hoping that you could make it out of this framework.
You're looking for scale armor, but not made out of metal?
Yes, and if you could use this thing with it, yes, like what you were saying.
It'd be hard to fashion that out of a single turtle shell. Maybe if you had, I don't know, a few hundred really small ones. Be easier to see. The problem is going to be breaking it, and then trying to reassemble the pieces and scales, because you gotta make sure the rows overlap perfectly. Think like a fish's skin, right? How the scales fit perfectly. You got to break the shell perfectly to get them to fit like that, right? Could be a bit tricky.
Can you craft something as strong as scale mail?
Of course,
Maybe like a breastplate.
I can craft some pretty fine scale mail, but out of metal is the thing.
Doesn't sound like you're very confident in your skills.
Well, I typically work with metal and not turtle shells. It's not very often that someone comes wandering in off the street with a turtle shell. And Tortle, whatever that is. Shell.
Another grumble. The gnomes could have done it.
You were talking about trading.
Yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to trade stuff, I can give you. I usually try to do half, but I can give you 60% of what it's worth if it's in good condition.
What kind of adamantium armor do you have?
Yeah, he probably has scale, mail, plate, half plate.
Do you have half plate?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably got all the standard metal stuff that's not magical. I mean, you could probably even find some silver armors and weapons. Yeah, stuff like that.
So Soul's gonna start taking out stuff from Kitty, and he's gonna show him.
Kitty
this.
beeps as you take the stuff.
Would any of this interest you to trade?
Yeah, he picks up the Githka and he kind of looks at it. He says, "What is this?" He looks at the tchotchke things, the little metal wedges. What are these? Not very familiar.
We found these out in the desert.
Oh. Any idea who crafted them? They seem pretty odd.
I forgot what they were called.
Just say
Big
no.
bugs.
Through the bond, Havoc says, just say no.
No, we just found them.
Do you know what they're for? Are they weapons? I don't understand. You fire them from a sling.
I will pull one out and throw it at something that seems like an appropriate target.
Yeah, he
Maybe
probably has like a practice dummy set up in a corner or something.
Yeah, I'll just throw one at it.
Yeah, make an attack roll. Just don't roll a 1.
Remember, it's slashing, so it like slices through and then returns to me
Oh, okay.
because they return.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No problem. He says, "Oh, interesting. Like one of those boomerang things. I think I've seen some of those somewhere." Fair enough. Let's see if we can determine a value for some of this stuff. If it's got a value in the book.
Yeah, I have the value for everything but the Githka and the Chachka.
Okay.
The chops are made out of metal. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
actually, these ones weren't they made out of the chitinous material?
Oh
Chitinous
yeah,
material?
that's right. They were like chitin.
So I've already halved these values, so because I figured I was gonna sell them.
Okay.
So I'm
Is that
I'm
what
just
they
gonna
sell at?
What do you
I'm just-
have as a total for the half on everything but the Githka and
the
Chach?
half is 237.5 gold pieces.
That's just
237.
that sounds wrong.
Because the splint armor was 200 gold, the heavy crossbow was 50, long
wow.
sword was 15, longbow was 50, short sword times 5 is 50, 2 shields is 20, and 2-sided leather was 90.
When you
Alright.
pull out the longbow, Havoc is just gonna grab it.
I'm gonna grab it back from him. Remember when I asked if you needed any, and you
I-
said no?
I didn't see it.
Well, fine, you can take it.
Thank you. I was just about to buy one.
All right, so it's
So that-
237 was the half. Is that what it was?
237.5, yeah, half.
Okay.
Minus 25 now. Minus 25
Minus 25.
because Havoc took
Oh
his.
yeah. Okay. So
212.5.
okay, 212. You can add another 21 to that. So
Through the mental link, you
233.
hear, or Havoc hears, and 11% of those profits are mine.
Through the mental link, he responds, "No, this was acquired before our deal."
Also, none of this goes to you. I'm part of the mental link. And I glare at him. Or glare at what the voice.
You can see.
I guess I can't see it. Never mind. I don't glare, but I definitely say it out loud.
He says, I'll give you a couple gold for these tchotchke things and these Githka you called them. Not really sure how to fight with them, but
What the
I'll
hell
see,
is
I'll see if anybody buys them.
All right.
What do you
and
think?
how much?
240 for the lot.
That sounds good. How much are you going to deduct for the adamantine half-plate?
He says, I'll give you 300 as credit for whatever you want to buy.
All right. And then can I also give him my half-plate then? And I'm going to trade it in.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna trade it in for adamantine, sure.
I don't know how much half-plate costs off the top of my head.
Half plate is
Expensive.
750 gold, so 325. No, 375.
Yeah, he probably could. I mean, 39 of them probably isn't enough to make a full suit of scale mail. But he probably could, if he had enough of those things, kind of make some scale mail out of it. Those tchotchke things. Sorry.
How many would he need?
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah, because I
let's
have
see.
12.
It's like it's a lot. Like I mean, I've looked at some pictures of scale mail, and I mean hundreds just for a shirt, right? Like just from what I'm seeing.
All right.
I can send a picture to you guys in the Discord.
No, I know what it looks like. I was just curious how many he would need or whatever. I have a few I could give, but no, he's had luck.
Okay.
So Ramblin, so you're saying the adamantine is 300 gold pieces?
If that's the price listed in the I'm saying he'll give you
300 on top of what it normally costs.
No. So what I'm saying is, instead of giving you gold for the stuff you're trading in, instead of giving you that 240 gold, he's going to give you 300 gold in-store credit. So if you just don't take the money, you have 300 gold to spend in the store, or you can take 400 or you can take 240 gold and leave. He hasn't given you a price for the adamantine yet. We haven't gotten to that.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take the 240 gold first.
Okay.
Well, better ask him how much the adamantine is first.
All right. Now you haven't. That didn't include the armor. Yeah, that didn't include the armor you're wearing.
Right.
Before I give him the armor I'm wearing, I asked him how much the adamantine costs.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see how much it costs. I don't think it's cheap.
300
Why
gold.
are you guys giggling? You guys are giggling a lot about this. What? Just pull up.
There is.
Oh, here we go. It's not listed here.
Xanathars. It's either Xanathars or Sword Coast, I think, would have it.
Okay. Yeah, so with adamantine, it's like you can get it in different armors, right? So you can get like plate or half plate adamantine. Is that how it works?
Right. Mm-hmm. In any armor, really.
So it says 500 GP more than the normal version of whatever it is.
Yeah, adamantine armor is listed at 500 gold. So an adamantine plate armor would cost 2,000 gold. Because
I don't need it. That's why I went and got the golden first. So.
And I think adamantite just makes it so you can't be crit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally wanted to sell him to sell his half plate and then not be able to afford any armor and not have enough to rebuy any half plate and just downgrade his armor. I was waiting for it.
Shop. You just go, oh wait, never mind, and you take it back.
Unless he's like, nope, no refunds.
Yeah, then we.
So yeah, I sell him the 240 gold piece worth of stuff, and then I thank him.
If you asked Vaira, she might be able to try and intimidate him into offering more.
I probably won't ask Vaira. I mean, if Vaira wants to do it herself, she can.
Nah, she doesn't care.
Right.
Ella just feels bad having this high charisma and not getting to use it for social interactions because the character wouldn't do it.
Well, thanks for unloading all this stuff from us.
Thanks for buying all our crap, shopkeeper.
Yeah, he says, sure, no problem. If you change your mind about the adamantine, make sure you come back. He takes one of the pieces of metal in his hand, and he's like, or the chitin, the tchotchke things, and like studies it for a second, and then he slings it at the dummy, and it like sticks in the dummy. He's like, yeah, it doesn't come back. He doesn't throw it. He throws it like a throwing card instead of like a.
Like he should.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask: is that the only special type of metal he works with?
I mean, he'll probably have some other stuff if there's anything that's not magical. So basically, anything that's not like a +1 or +2.
I honestly don't know what types of metals are in 5e because they cut back on that quite a bit.
I think silver was still included. I think. Let me get out my.
What would silver do?
Silver is for like
just bypasses.
There's
I mean-
certain monsters that are not affected by weapons that are non-magical if they're not silvered, right?
Okay.
So it's like
nothing.
undead ghosts and maybe some were creatures, stuff like that. There's some of them, like if you just have a non-magical weapon, it won't damage them at all. But if it's silvered, it will.
How about mithril?
A mithril, I think, might be magical. If it's in the PHB,
No, I mean adamantite isn't in the PHB either, though.
yeah, I don't.
I can't remember where mithril is. What book it's in? If it's in any books.
Let me look it up.
I don't think it's in.
I thought Mithril was in the DMG.
Oh, well, yeah, I think
It's
it is in the
Forgotten.
DMG.
It's from
It's
Forgotten.
also in the PHB.
It is.
I thought DMG, page 182.
I know it was in Forgotten Realms.
It's been a while since I opened that one.
Mithril armor.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
remember.
Light, flexible.
Yeah, it considers it a magical armor there.
It does. Yeah,
But then
uncommon. Yeah.
It just lists mithril as a material.
Yeah, it's a magical metal basically.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have a huge amount of stuff. I mean, you could probably get one in town. It's just this guy doesn't carry magical stuff. This guy's strictly non-magical metal blacksmith.
Okay.
But you can probably get one in town. It's not a big deal. It's a good thing to think of. While you guys are shopping today, you can probably pick one up somewhere. But yeah, I see. It's like normal armor, except for Mithril's like adamantine, but instead of the crit thing, armor doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks when you're wearing it.
Or have a strength requirement.
Oh yeah. So it's lighter. It's more flexible.
Yep.
I've heard that Mithril also stays clean, like it doesn't get dirty. That's just, I don't know where I heard that, but that's just another thing that I've heard about Mithril somewhere.
Okay.
That's the reason I was like, I think it might be magical. But yeah, Mithril is inherently magical. That's why it's listed under magic items. Yeah.
Right click. Do you happen to know any tinkerers or firearm specialists here in town?
There is a few tinkers around. Mostly dwarves, I think. But I heard there was some guy in the dirt who's pretty good about that stuff. Weird, eccentric fellow. Doesn't give out his name. Kind of keeps to himself. Wish I could tell you more.
Is he talking about me? I say in the mental link.
Are you talking
then-
about Meryn?
In the mental link, in response to Havoc said, I say, if you can't afford armor, you can't afford magical items.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't met the guy. Like I said, from what I heard, his name doesn't get around much. And very eccentric fellow.
Oh, so not Meryn then.
So you don't know his name, and
I'm eccentric. I'm
No.
quirky.
you don't know his name, and you don't know where he is, but you know he exists.
Yeah, he's
Thank
like,
you.
I just heard a rumor about some guy in the dirt who kind of messes with that stuff. Some weirdo, some weird old guy, some weird small old guy.
Great.
He's about yay high. He describes Meryn.
Yeah. The next time someone asks about them, his name is Meryn.
All right. Well, thanks.
Yeah, but he can probably direct you to another tinkerer, like a dwarf, someone who's got a proper shop here in the Stone District. He says,
Okay.
I'd be wary about this one though, and he gestures to Havoc. I mean, he's a good craftsman, but he might not take kindly to this one coming in his shop. No offense.
It won't lead to my death.
Hey, I have no problem. Gold is gold.
Well, thanks for the gold and thanks for the information. What's his name? This guy that you're speaking of?
Yeah, let me pull up a name for him. Effa. Effa is his
Effa.
name. Yeah. Or Aoife, perhaps? I don't know. Here's how it's spelled.
Ironwood.
EPHA.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rayclack.
Yeah, no problem.
A thing.
Okay. What is
And
he wouldn't
Ironwood? It's sort of like for the older editions of D&D, it's the druid equivalent of iron, so that they could use it because druids can't use metal weapons and armors.
Yeah.
So it's wood that is as strong as iron.
Oh, okay.
They don't have it here.
But I'm not sure a blacksmith would work with that anyways, because it's still crafted by like a woodworker,
Magic.
not a
Yeah.
blacksmith,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
even if it does exist.
Cool. All right, so where are we headed next? Are we looking for this Tinkerer Effa?
Effa. Soul's definitely gonna go to Effa.
Sure.
All right. And everyone still looks like a normal person except for Havoc, right?
Other way around. Well, yeah. They all have disguises, and Havoc looks like Havoc.
Yeah. Gotcha. The other way around, yeah.
I don't have any disguises, and I wouldn't anyways. If I get in trouble, I'll fly away.
Okay. So, does everyone walk in the place? I mean, this is a shop. This is an indoor place. And yeah, I mean, it's fairly nice, just like the other stone building. Iron bars over the windows, maybe a little bit of glass, like actual glass windows here, perhaps. Yeah. Does everyone walk in, or does anybody think twice and maybe
Yeah.
want to hang out outside?
Okay. So how effective is my hood here? Because I keep saying that I have this deep hood, but then you say that my horns are sticking out.
Horn.
I mean, I it's just it's fine. Your hood can be as effective as you want it to be, I suppose.
I can roll a stealth check or something to like try and
Do you
hide
hide,
distinct
like
features.
do you cover up your wings, your giant bat wings, and
The wings are under the cloak. Yeah, I would have to take the cloak off too.
okay, yeah, all right. If you want to like try to hide the fact that you're a tiefling, we can make some kind of check. You think it'd be stealth? That's fine with me.
Or whatever. I don't care which one.
Is there like a disguise kit?
No. No, because I'm not disguising it. I'm just kind of
Covered.
hiding it. Yeah, covering.
Stealth is fine. Stealth sounds fine to me.
All right. Here comes the one.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say you're pretty well disguised. Like, well, at least covered up. You know, there might be like, you might have skin exposed, right? But I don't think anybody would be able to tell that you're a tiefling just at first glance. You do a pretty good job of using your cloak and stuff to cover up.
While I'm invisible, I'm gonna change my fine clothes that are in my bag, and then put my common clothes in my bag.
Wait, did you just undress in public because you're invisible?
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So everyone walks in, and yeah, basically the place is kind of a little disorganized. I mean, there's just tons. You walk in, and there's tons of shelves with various glass objects on them. Some of them are in different various shapes, almost looking like primitive light bulbs, perhaps. I mean, not something that would light up, but just various like glass blown things. There's also a lot of there might actually be a few firearms on display, just a few, like hanging, like probably inside like a glass counter that's kind of locked or something. Um, yeah, and there's a dwarf behind the counter. He's got a candle lit, and he has like a magnifying glass that's held up by like a metal arm, and he's got these glasses on, and he's fiddling with something in his hand. He's looking at through this magnifying glass, and he's just holding the candle light close so we can get a good look at what he's working on. When you guys come in, he kind of looks up and then looks and kind of nods at you guys and looks back down at his work. Hi, new
Sorry.
faces. Something I can help you lot find.
FI, I presume.
One and the same.
I'm looking to buy a pistol. You got anything good?
Got a few things in stock, I think. If you want to take a look. How familiar are you with weapons like these?
I've seen my master wield them and make some, but I've never made any myself.
Relatively new. A lot of people are getting a thrill for these. Some say it makes killing easier. It doesn't require as much skill.
Gremlin, I'm
That's-
guessing I've seen guns before that are better made than these.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Still
you've
need to
seen the ones you've seen probably are magical in some way too.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Can you show me one of your better ones? I'm looking specifically for a pistol.
Yeah. Let me pull up the thing here. I can't find the thing.
Which thing?
It's in the DMG.
There's guns in the DMG?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
thought-
should really read the DMG.
I mean, I have, but it's just like I've read through it, but there's so much stuff in it you can't remember everything.
That's true. It's page 267 if you're curious. I don't think it says a whole lot though.
Yeah, but I had a link that had different kinds of firearms on it.
Ah.
That's what I was looking for, but
So I found this one, and I found this one.
Wait, are you a gunslinger?
No,
You just are tipster. Okay.
I'm just an artificer.
okay, so he's got yeah. Okay, so he's got an automatic pistol. I think this is right. Wait. No, this is not right. This is alien technology? Okay, DMG. Getting a little crazy here. He's got a musket, he's got revolvers, he's got like an equivalent of a hunting rifle kind of deal, like a bolt action rifle. Man, I had a list that had all these different guns on it, like a pepper box and from the stuff from Crit Roll.
I mean, I
When
think
he's showing off his different
in the
firearms.
Roll20 chat first link.
Oh, you put it in Roll20?
Sold it.
Oh. Yeah,
I'm
he's the one who
sure
gave it.
that's
He's the one who
about.
gave it to me. I couldn't find it. Yeah, this is the list I was looking for. Okay, so he's got palm pistol. Yeah, so the prices here should be right. I will say he probably doesn't have the bad news
Or the hand mortar.
Or the hand mortar. Yeah.
That's
or-
crazy.
The I mean the pepper box is probably okay. I don't think it's magical.
What the hell's a pepper box? Is that like a shotgun? I thought a
I
blunderbuss.
think it's a pistol, actually. I think it's like a kind of
Oh.
pistol, I think.
Oh, it's a shotgun pistol. Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, like a blunderbuss kind of thing. That's kind of what I was
When
thinking.
he's showing off the different firearms, I drop my invisibility. These are your better weapons. These,
I finally got a good look at
look at this. The craftsmanship is embarrassing.
I mean, to the layman, they're pretty finely crafted, right? Like,
I know.
yeah.
How does he react to the dwarf?
Oh, if he can hear him, he's gonna look around to see who said
Yeah,
that. Are you
he dropped-
visible?
Oh yeah, I dropped the invisibility to say this.
Yeah, he looks down his nose at you, and he says, "Who are you to speak of my crafts, little man?"
I look up to the sky like I'm very proud, raise my nose at him. I am the noble race, a gnome.
He starts laughing. Oh, that's a good joke. You know, you beat me to the punch, I suppose. I would have thought about calling you a gnome myself. Oh, because you're so short. No, the gnomes are he says no, the gnomes are long dead.
I look him dead in the eyes. If you keep talking like that, you'll be long dead too.
He squints at you.
I squint back.
His eyes dart to a gun.
Through the bond, Havoc says, "That's a surprising bit of confidence from you."
Through the bond. It's only one of them. And it's a little bit of a lesser race, you know. A dwarf.
If he kills him, your gun will be free, soul.
This works for me either way.
So are we killing him?
he says, you know, if you're trying to haggle on costs, it's probably not a good idea to have a friend who's insulting the shopkeeper.
Oh, he's not my friend. This is the first time I've seen this guy. As
And
far
he's
as
not
I've
my
known,
friend either.
He's been an annoying voice that's following me. If you want to shoot him, go ahead.
His hand twitches.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to look at him. Who are you calling little, huh? And I'll cast Reduce on him.
Okay. That's got verbal,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, I mean, you got to roll initiative.
Okay.
I was kidding, but oh boy.
I mean, you
I
do.
figured that I'd get a surprise round by casting it first.
I mean,
starting it.
he's aware of you, right?
Oh,
Like,
I didn't click on myself.
if you were surprising
Yeah.
him,
Or
but
I'd be able to cast it, if I was starting the fight, I figured, but...
Yeah, I mean, if he wasn't aware of you, right? Like, if you were hiding somewhere and he didn't see you, but he's looking right at you, and he's thinking about grabbing his gun and shooting you. So,
Okay.
yeah, so you're rolling against him. He sees you try to cast a spell. He's gonna reach for the gun, right?
Okay.
Okay. So you roll an initiative of 7. All right, let me just see here. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I can always teleport away if things get hairy here.
I assume guns don't run off of dexterity, right?
It does.
I think
They
they do.
do.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna use this sheet here. Okay, initiative is just a D20. No, it's a D20 plus 2 for this guy. Okay. I'm using a different character sheet, but I am using a sheet.
God.
Okay.
I'm gonna step off to the side and let it happen.
All right. So the attack roll with the gun would be based on dex plus proficiency, right? So it'd be a d20.
Mhm. Is he behind a counter, by the way?
Yeah. So he's got
Okay.
he's got half cover. All right, d20 plus 5. You don't have.
I'm just trying to figure out if he's going to be
got
able to see
plus
over.
5 dex.
Well, he's got a plus 2 dex, and he's got 3 proficiency.
Oh, okay. That's more reasonable.
I'm just making sure he doesn't. Oh God.
It does a lot of damage.
Oh no, but he's got some special shit. I think this fits, so I'm gonna use this. Oh, you can't see that. Hang on. Let me link it so you can see it. I don't know. It might not be that big of a deal.
I don't. Are they within 5 feet of you? Well, it wouldn't matter. Yeah.
It's a prone creature. Okay, it doesn't really apply that much, but he doesn't get disadvantage on the roll, basically. All right.
Pew pew.
So here's the attack roll. 14. Does that hit?
Oh, it's a d20 plus 5? Oh, I thought you meant on damage. Sorry. Yeah, it hits. I was just kind of in my head, oh, it's hitting no matter what, because I've got the 12 AC going for me.
Okay.
So Wizard Harry, use shield.
So he just reaches over and grabs the first gun he can, right? And he pulls it up and he fires. And okay, the damage would be the damage die plus.
Whoa. Every person who sells guns knows you don't keep them loaded next to you.
I mean, this guy does. This guy does. I mean, this is a place of business. He might be used to someone coming in to try to rob him, right, or something, or he's got a plan just in case someone does, right?
Or maybe it's just like the one gun that's loaded.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's on his hip.
So for the damage, do you add anything to the damage die on these? Is it plus proficiency or anything? Like the gun does 2d8 damage.
If it runs off of
Dex?
Dex, then it still gets Dex bonus.
Okay, so his Dex is plus 2. So
it's just 2d plus 2.
All
And
right.
proficiency.
Oh, you
Plus
add
5.
So 3 on top of that then. He rolled pretty well. If you add proficiency to it, then it would be another 3.
16.
I think the proficiency is only added for the attack roll, not the damage roll.
Yeah,
is it?
I think you might be right. Okay.
I can't think.
13 damage.
Yep. I take it.
Yeah. You get shot.
Somebody throws a shot.
Okay, you throw in a tchotchke at him.
No. I'm just checking it. My damage rolls include proficiency. Oh no, it doesn't. Sorry, I just ignore me.
Yeah. Yours is 1d6 plus 5 dex for your dex. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he shoots you. I mean, I guess you can do a thing now if you want.
How tall is he and how high is he above the counter?
I mean, he's at least a foot and a half taller than you. And I mean, the counter comes up to his waist, right? Like he could duck behind
About
it.
halfway?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I reduced him, he would have to like stand on his tippy toes to see over the counter?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm using my last second level spell slot to reduce him then.
It's your last spell? What the?
No, second level. I have
last second level.
No, I have like 8 spell slots left.
All right.
Other than that.
Let me scroll back up to look. He has to make a save.
I'll relink it.
Con save?
Yeah. TC 16.
All right. I'm just making sure he doesn't have any more special. Okay, con save. 16.
Oh, that would have been funny.
So, you chant some words, you trace some runes in the air, you throw in a pinch of powdered iron, but nothing happens. Maybe he starts to like he starts to shrivel a little bit, but then he shakes it off.
Dwarven fortitude.
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy, but how loud are guns?
Loud. And he fired a blunderbuss, not just a pistol. I mean, he basically picked up a shotgun. A blunderbuss is like a shotgun that you can just stuff spoons and hard rocks and whatever
Yeah.
whatever you can find into it, and then fire it, and it shoots those things. So you've probably got like a fork and like a spool of wire sticking out of you now, or something. Something.
Does he have to
weird.
roll anything? Or sorry. Would there? Would I know if guards would be like?
No.
If guards showed up, would they come to help me or to help him? If they didn't know what was going on.
If you think about it, this guy makes guns and probably tests them. This would be the one place where a gunshot would not be out of the ordinary.
Yeah, but they probably know him too, right? Like the local guard probably know this guy. If they showed up, they know it's his shop, right? They're not.
Right.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna unless you look alike, and it's like the Spider-Man meme. There's two Spider-Man. Then you might have a chance, but yeah, if they showed up and it's like he's pointed a gun at you, they're going at you.
All right. Well, in that case, I am going to.
Didn't you just use your action to? Oh yeah, you got bonus action.
Yeah, I still have bonus action movement. So, can you can't make an opportunity attack, or could he make an opportunity attack with the firearm using it as a melee weapon because of the other thing, or no?
Point blank shot being.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he can.
Okay.
Wielding a ranged weapon, you threaten creatures within 5 feet and use your ranged weapon as a melee weapon rather than an improvised weapon. So yeah. So you can make a regular attack. Like he won't get penalized for improvised weapon or whatever.
Also, if you know about blunderbusses, you probably know he has to reload it.
Yeah.
I mean, does it say that? I don't know.
Or some of them are reloading.
Yeah, reload one.
Blunderbusses, you have to reload.
Yeah, so he's got to take an action to reload it now, or he can just grab another gun.
Oh, he keeps multiple.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know. I might roll something to see, but
yeah, in that case, Meryn is going to stay put. And he's gonna look at him. Last time I got shot, it hurt a lot more, but and then I look at the blunderbuss. It's just not very well constructed. It's not very good engineering, if you ask me. The gnomes did a much better job. Shouldn't have tried to steal that tech.
That piece of silverware sticking out of your neck says different.
I would like to join the combat.
All right. It's still Meryn's turn. You would go after.
I would go in between them so I won't get attacked till next round.
Yeah. Oh, you can load ammo with a bonus action. Thank you.
Only if you have the feat.
Sorry?
I think there's a feat that allows you to do that.
Oh, is it a feat?
Yep. You have to spend one attack or one action to reload. You must have one free hand to reload the firearm. There is one feat that lets you reload crossbows and such like that.
Oh yeah. I've heard about that.
But the DMG says like loading because of time required to load this weapon. Blah blah blah. When you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it regardless, you can normally make. Let me just open. Finite pendulum. But is it a blunderbuss?
It is a blunderbuss, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's different.
Yeah, firearms are all the reloading properties are for crossbows and such. The firearms are not in the PHB.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So firearm properties, the weapon can be fired a number of times equal to its reload score before you must spend one attack or one action to reload.
He's going by crit
Mhm.
roll rules, which is slightly different than the DMG.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Mercer balanced it a little bit more than the DMG did.
Well, I am not Mercer. Okay.
We're going off the right rules.
I don't know why I said it like that.
What are
Well,
you
that's
doing,
gonna be my turn.
Meryn? Okay.
All right. So I think he says he's gonna start reloading, I guess. And he's gonna say, "Are we done? Do you want another one?" He's just gonna start. He's like just grabbing pens or like whatever is around that he can find to put it in there as ammo, right? So he's just
I
grabbing
look at him.
metal knickknacks and stuff.
Well, I mean, most of the what is that supposed to be? A blunderbuss? Yeah, most of the blunderbusses that I knew were a little bit more effective. We generally had, and I look at the spoon, some better ammunition than that. All I'm saying is that you might want to make a little bit better of weapons before you criticize gnomish culture.
Wait. What? Did he criticize Nova's culture? I don't...
To him, the mere creation of these inferior weapons is a criticism of no.
He says, look,
He's making garbage.
this gun is designed to fire garbage. Literally. So that it
I look
saves
at him.
ammunition.
Look, this gun is literal garbage.
If you have a problem with my merchandise, you can see yourself out. Don't come in here casting spells and I won't have to shoot you. He reloads the gun.
You shot me before I cast any spells.
Oh, he shot you when you started to cast a spell. And then he fired
Hadn't
on
cast
you.
it yet.
Yeah, you were casting it. Like...
Present tense, not past tense.
Whatever. Havoc, it is your turn.
Through the bond, I will say, Meryn, will you leave the shop?
Do you see the garbage he's trying to sell to your? And I look at Soul. Whatever he is, look at that stuff. And I point at Soul. That's a good weapon. That too. And I point at Kitty. And then I point at all the guns that he's selling. This is garbage. Nobody wants that.
Do you think you can make one better? I say through the link.
Well, I'm not a blacksmith.
Neither is this guy. He's a tinker.
Well, I mean, any blacksmith worth their salt should be able to tinker.
I think if you can't do it, then you
A
shouldn't
very
be able to
different thing.
decide someone else who can.
I mean, I've dabbled before. I'm no expert, but selling these? Do you see me trying to sell garbage like this?
6 seconds of chat.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I stomp out angrily.
No, he doesn't fire the gun.
Yes. Okay, well then Havoc does nothing.
All right. Yeah, if you don't make any more aggressive moves on him, he's not gonna shoot you again.
Meryn wasn't gonna leave. I was gonna have to kill the poor guy.
Vaira's disappointed.
I'm gonna need that fork back. That was actually part of my lunch kit. So
He just keeps
I
his
pick up the
lunch.
fork. I pick up the fork, hold it in front of him, and try really hard with my 7 strength to bend it.
I mean, it's still just a fork. Yeah.
Do you want me to make an athletics check or no?
I think with 7 strength you can bend a fork. Yeah.
Okay, it's probably not very impressive though. I bend it very.
What?
And then I
Oh, okay.
I drop it on the ground. I just bend it in half, drop it, take your fork. Hopefully you can make a better fork than you can. And then I look around and wave my arm at all the weapons. Then these things.
There's just like a, oh, my fork. when you bend. All right, do you storm out of the place? All
Yeah.
right, what'd you say, Wolf?
My fork. That's just rude.
Oh,
He's very
Alright.
angry at this just absolute disgusting imitation of actual culture and class. Just so embarrassing.
Why are you so offended by a guy making guns?
He's doing it all wrong and they stole the technology. It's not okay.
They appropriated your culture.
We're gonna have a talk after this.
Oh, all right. So, does anyone else want to try to kill the shopkeep before you buy something? Or
No, but Soul would like to buy one of his pistols.
It's now twice as much.
yeah, I mean it's not gonna be cheap now. The regular pistol, he's if you're like, how much for that pistol? Now, I mean, he's gonna say 250 gold.
Why so much?
That's how much it costs. Take it or leave it.
You realize that guy is not associated with me.
Uh-huh. Sure seemed like he came in here with you.
I'm gonna be outside of this door, and if anyone else in the store, I very, very directly inform them that what he's selling is garbage and he's scamming everyone.
Just so you know, I'm talking about the pistol, just the regular pistol, the 60-240 range pistol.
He added
Right.
100 GP to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna bend down to Kitty. Kitty,
You can try to convince him to take.
next time we see that gnome again, let's beat him up.
You want
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Yeah, okay. He says, I tell you what, I'll do 200 if you promise to put one in him. Talking about Meryn.
That I can do.
Yeah, all right.
I probably would have done it anyways, regardless of your discount. But thank you.
I mean, it's still not a discount. It's still 50
Well-
gold more than what it was.
Well, Soul doesn't know that.
Yeah,
He didn't know what it
okay.
was used for.
Fair enough. All right.
Definition of naive. He knows nothing.
Yeah. He was born 2 years ago.
Exactly.
I know nothing about everything.
He says,
Um,
all right, pistol's yours. Gonna need some ammunition for it. Kind of like sticks an eyebrow up.
no, I think I got it. Think so. And he puts down 200 gold.
Yeah, okay. He nods, goes back to what he was working on. And he's
I
just
think-
assuming nobody else is spending any gold in here.
Does he only sell pistols?
No, he
No.
has muskets and a pepper box is kind of not a pistol. A blunderbuss is not a pistol.
So blunderbuss.
Does he only have firearms?
Yeah, firearms.
I mean, he probably has. If there's any other kind of tinkery kind of things that you can buy, like explosives and stuff like that, he might have.
I have a question. Maybe he has this magic item.
He doesn't have magic stuff.
So it's a tool.
Oh.
It's a pseudo magic item. It's
All-purpose tool. Oh, it's a Doctor
Yeah.
Who's sonic screwdriver.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a sonic screwdriver, man.
That's fine. It was worth a shot.
They're
Thanks
still
for your
bad.
help, Effa.
Again, magic stuff is stuff you guys can find here. You gotta go to weird means to try to find it. Right? Like last time we had the imp demon guy who was selling magic stuff to A team.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
he was like hidden, right?
Wait, that was in a different town though, wasn't it?
I think that was
Sounds
here.
That was
It was here. It was
that
here.
was in the
Dirt
Dirt
district.
district.
Yeah. In Watson Tam we had the guy who it's like the shop was being run by a ghost or something, right? Like was
Then yeah, it was weird.
Patrol.
Yeah.
yeah, the chalk was moving by itself and stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there might be somebody else besides the demon in this town, but you know, you could probably find somebody. You just got to do a little work.
Alright.
Work is hard.
Maybe let's look for it. Let's look for the magic shop, guys.
All right, lead the way.
Meryn,
Wait.
wait. So you walk outside and you see Meryn.
Oh, he's going to do it when he least expects it.
Scamming you. He's selling garbage.
It's
Oh.
none of your concern, small one.
You know who sells magical items, Meryn? Where
Not
do you
him.
get your components?
I couldn't endanger my supplier without, you know, a little and I rub my fingers together. Motivation.
You can either take us there, or we can talk about what happened in there.
Oh, we can talk about what happened in there. What happened in there was a disgrace to gnomish culture.
And gnomes are
Superior.
never heard of them.
Any other questions? Didn't think so.
You look like you're
You're
bleeding
a
a bit.
funny little thing.
I had a fork in me recently. Didn't feel great. Would have felt a lot worse if he had good craftsmanship.
Glare at him.
At least none of you bought any of that garbage. Right?
Right. Let's move
I nod.
before he decides to
And
meet you for dinner.
Is
there any magic item shop that I would know about in the
Prob-
area or no?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I feel like if there's a magic shop in the circles you frequent, you would know about it probably.
Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't anything super hidden to the point where I wouldn't know about it.
I think it can
So
be it can be whatever you like. Do you want to describe it? Like we can just have you make it up right now if you want.
This is part of that Ramblinman just watches while we make the story.
Eventually, I'm gonna get to the point where I just sit here and watch you guys play a game. I don't do anything.
Well, there's you know, they move around a little bit, but
you'd probably be more familiar with people who auction off stolen magical items, right? That makes sense, don't you think?
okay. Yeah.
So maybe
I mean, they move around a little bit, but there's a, you know, they set up a little tent in an alley every once in a while, and you can usually find some more unique items there.
Is that in the Stone District?
Well, sometimes. Sometimes they're in dirt, sometimes they're in stone. We could check. They leave little messages up on the bounty boards usually.
The way.
I'd look for the nearest bounty board and see if there's a little message up there.
Do you have anything that lets you view things like special things, like things other people might not be able to see, like thieves can't, or something along those
Other
lines?
than just being intelligent and trying to decode it, or getting criminal contacts to tell me about it, no.
You don't know thieves can't, but you have criminal contacts? That seems kind of odd.
Or I sell to some criminal. Yeah, I don't have thieves' cant because my
Is that a thief?
background is different.
Yeah, I know Havoc.
Yeah, I'm a criminal and I don't have it. It's only thieves that get it.
Only thieves,
Yeah.
That's fine.
Rogue.
Maybe instead what it is like you were saying, like a hidden code in the flyers on the bounty board. So maybe we get like a beautiful mind thing where we see the letters rearranging behind you as you're looking at the board or something. Maybe we see the letters moving around as you're like analyzing some kind of pattern you see. And it rearranges to the message Dowry Alley, which is a particular alley about in the Stone District. And it's a place where they've set up before. But like you said, they move around from place to place to kind of keep it hidden.
Yeah, they're in Dowry Alley again, getting a bit sloppy with the location choice. Probably won't last for much longer. Anyway, we should get there.
I like that.
They've already been here twice before.
Yeah, okay. So we cut to you guys walking up to like a shadowed alley between two large stone buildings. The alley's kind of narrow, and there's probably a few places where some kind of questionable refuse has been slung from a window. Yeah, I mean, I'm presuming you guys just walk into the alley.
Yeah. I look at the group. Last time I was here, they had a bag kind of like mine, but when someone tried to reach in, it ate their arm.
Useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what's
What
the...
kind of bag was that?
I don't know. A bag that eats your arm? What more do you want from me?
How much
Soul
was it?
clenches his fists. Not yet, not yet.
Some rich guy bought it.
Oh.
So what's the
Come on,
magic
just
word,
down this alley.
Meryn?
I mean, there are a lot of magic words.
Yeah, but what's this one?
Which one do you want? I kind of look side to side, make sure no one's looking. And I start saying something, and I look back over my shoulder one more time. Secrets.
Okay, so you say the word secrets. Maybe you guys are at the end of the alley, and we're just looking at like a blank beige stone wall. Excuse me. You say the magic word, and we see from the wall like red and white cloth like entranceway unfurls from the wall, and a sort of tapestry doorway, I guess is the best way to put it, appears. It kind of looks like a circus tent, I suppose.
And look, hardly even hit on that wall. I can't believe they used the same one again. Gonna get caught soon. Probably stop coming to these. And I walk through.
Yeah, do you guys walk in after him?
If he walks through a wall, sure.
Yeah. I mean, he does, right? He steps into the wall, and there's like a rippling in the wall around him, like liquid. I don't know if you ever seen like Stargate or something, but similar kind of thing, right? You don't. There's no whoosh or anything. You just walk into from your point of view. You just walk into the room. Yeah. So presuming you guys go in after him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I
Mhm.
need everyone to make Constitution saving throws. Just kidding. Um.
Aw.
That's after we leave.
um.
Oh,
Yeah. So you step into a somewhat dimly lit room. There's lights in the back, but the silhouettes of all the stuff stacked between you and there make it seem darker than it is, I suppose. There's a smell of dust and an herbal smell in the air. Just a lot of herbs, almost like sticking your face in a bowl of potpourri and inhaling. It's strong. Um, and before you can really look around, you're greeted by a man who's dressed in fine robes. He has very delicate hands, is the best way to put it. Very filigree fingernails. They're not just painted, but probably embroidered with some kind of jewelry, and they're rather long. Um, and he's dressed really fine. His head is bald, no eyebrows, and I don't think he probably just has a pale face. I don't think he actually has any makeup on. Maybe some eyeliner. Um, and he bows and he says, "Sirs and madam, right this way. Anything in particular you're looking for today?" He like,
Something
I
good.
whisper to the rest of the group, he really likes his rhymes.
yeah.
something what?
Something good.
He tilts his head at you, kind of expressionless.
What do you have here? Are these just rare magic items, or
I mean, yeah. I mean,
do you have any common
yeah.
magic items?
He's got uncommon. And pretty much uncommon is the highest it'll go to. He won't have rare or very rare yet, but that might be something that you guys can get here down the road. But yeah, he has pretty much anything up to uncommon in any of the reference material. If there's something particular you're looking for, your mithril will be here. All that stuff. You can also get like not just like magic weapons or armor, but those different like wands, use stuff. So beads of force, which are kind of like grenades, I guess. All potions, all kinds of magical stuff. He's gonna have it here.
Do you have a thing for sorcerers to use?
He's still kind of bowed, and his head just swivels really quickly in the direction of Vaira, still expressionless. His head tilts again to one side. I'm afraid I don't recognize the question. Can you be more specific? There's a lot of things for sorcerers here.
Yes, show them all. Ramblinman, I linked a couple of things in the Discord.
Oh.
Although you said there won't be any rare things, so one of them won't be there, but
Okay. Okay. So here's what happens. A copy of him just appears next to him. So just like a poof and like not it's not just a little puff of smoke or something, and this other guy appears looking exactly like him, same expression on his face, and he walks up to Vaira and he says, "This way," and he gestures in a direction into the shop.
does Does this new thing that just poofed into existence seem alive?
It seems exactly the way that the other guy seems.
If this one dies, does it hurt you?
I do not recognize the question.
Oh,
Please be more
gosh.
specific.
Okay. I'll find out later, thanks.
Right this way. And he gestures again in the same direction. Yeah.
That's not ominous at all.
Yeah.
Go follow.
So this guy's getting murdered. Yeah, and he just leads you through various shelves. It goes a lot farther in than you thought. I think it's like have you ever seen that movie Idiocracy?
Yeah.
The Costco. It kind of turns into that after a while. Like maybe the store is endless, or like it just seems to go on forever. And come to think of it, you haven't seen an actual wall since you stepped into this place. But yeah, he's just leading you down various rows of books, artifacts, parchments, and you're taking seemingly random turns at different places. There's intersections where there's a break in between the shelves of things and stuff. So you're constantly turning left and right. And yeah, he's just in the same monotone voice. He's always going right this way and gesturing to the next turn. Eventually, you get to a place that has the things you're looking for, minus the rare things.
Okay. How much is this?
Let me take a
She'll
look.
pick up the vial thing. Bloodwell vial.
Let me see. It's just a regular Bloodwell vial and not a +1, or is it a +1?
Plus
I don't.
be rare.
+1 is the uncommon one.
Oh, is it?
So it's
I believe.
1,500 gold.
Woo-hoo.
It is not cheap.
Magic
Just a
never
minute, I
is.
gotta math how much I have.
Each platinum is 10 gold.
Yeah, I know.
And
You will take less?
Sorry, I do not recognize the question. Please be more specific.
It was not question. You will take less?
This object costs 1,500 gold.
She'll pull out her dagger.
Is she alone or with her?
Do what? She's away from the group.
Okay, so she's alone. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go a little bit. We'll see what she does, and we might cut back to the group and see what you guys are doing while this is going on. So okay, yeah, you reach for the dagger. Maybe we see you like start to unsheath it. He doesn't react, right? He's motionless like a mannequin, expressionless. Like after he gets done speaking, he stands perfectly still, like in the middle of whatever pose he was in, right? So yeah, we just see you like reach for the dagger. He doesn't react.
He's like the Vision.
Yeah, like Vision. Yeah.
She'll point it at his throat and say, "You will take less."
I'm sorry, I do not recognize the question. If you could please be more specific.
She'll stab him in the throat.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
She hasn't killed anything in days.
That's
Right.
true.
All
Our
right,
second
was-
shopkeeper that's been attacked.
hang on. I need to look up some stuff.
Has all
Third-
as I am, can the rest of us shop before she ruins it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this is a good time because I do got to look up something that's going to happen when she does this. So maybe it's a good time to cut back to the rest. What are you guys doing while she's trying to murder one of the shopkeepers?
Is this place like magical items that were stolen, or because I think I heard a while ago like something that Meryn said.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, this is stolen
Okay.
magical items. Yeah. But you
So
don't like you don't know where they came, who stole them, how they got here. It seems to be run by
Okay.
robots, maybe.
Oh, my people.
Not the good kind of robots like Soul. I mean, we're talking about lifeless robots.
Oh.
Like they don't have any expression or personality really. They just repeat lines. But yeah, you might not necessarily know that yet. But.
They're programmed images.
Yeah, I put down my list for the things that I wanted on Discord too.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know we were supposed to come prepared, so I'm looking.
I mean, you didn't have to come prepared or anything.
I wasn't really prepared. It was just earlier Ferdy was recommending me things. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew that I wasn't gonna know exactly what you guys were gonna want to buy, so I didn't prepare. That's my excuse. That is my excuse. Okay, so let's take a look at some of this stuff here. For Ferdy. Okay. Imbued wood.
Oh no.
Oh, I forgot. What was
it's hard to find a price for it.
There are guidelines in the DMG just based off of rarity. If you can find nothing else.
Oh, okay. What page?
Yeah, according to oh, I don't know.
I mean, I can.
Page 135 DMG. Yeah. 135, 136, something like that. My PDF is sometimes off by a page.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know. Let me look for a second here. So we're looking at least 100 gold, but it could be
Okay.
Up to 500.
Yeah. Wait, it's
Oh, if it's a common, then it'd be like
It's
50.
common.
Yeah, it's common, so it'd be up to 100.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can just call it 75. I have no idea. I can't find anything.
Alright, I'll put it down.
Basically, it's are you wanting a rod, a staff, or a wand? That's kind of what I need to know.
A staff. A staff.
All right.
Because I can make it into a quarterstaff.
So,
XGE also has like a price thing for magical items, like Xanathar's Guide.
Hang on.
In case you wanna roll for like a price or.
I just can't find anything on it like at all.
Is it the same as the?
Like nothing, not in any materials or. I mean, there's a thing in the 5e tools, but there's nothing for price anywhere.
Yeah, they usually don't put prices.
No, they don't. It's kind of up to you to determine how useful you think it'll be and price.
I mean, it gives you +1 damage to all spells and stuff, right?
Of the damage type he chooses, which is radiant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's 75 gold. That's fine. Doesn't have to be crazy.
75 for that.
It's-
I'm getting that one. Also getting the Instrument of Illusions.
Okay, let's move down the list here. Instrument of Illusions.
I don't know what any of these things are.
Yeah, me
Go on.
either. I've never heard of any of these things before. Okay, it's a thing for bards. It is a common wondrous item.
That's kinda nice.
All right, I'll say 100 gold for the Instrument of Illusions because I can't find any
100.
prices on it either. So, yeah, maybe it's just because it's Xanathar's stuff that's like not priced anywhere. Let me see.
Even Eberron's thing, they don't have that.
No, they don't have any prices. They really generally, unless it's a normal item
And
that you encounter,
Tasha's.
they don't have
And
prices.
Tasha's too.
A lot of the magic stuff that we had prices already. You know, we were talking about like some of it was like 1,500 gold and stuff. Okay. That was the Instrument of Illusions. We're just gonna say 100 gold. Okay, Glamour Weave. All right, Glamour Weave. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Eberron magic item prices. This might be helpful.
Common or uncommon?
I'm hoping for the uncommon, but if it's too pricey, then I'll just go down.
Yeah,
Common.
the uncommon would be 200 gold. The common is 10.
10?
Yeah, that's what it says. Suggested cost.
Okay, I'll buy the uncommon then.
That's out of Eberron. I think it looks like it came out of the book. It looks like a PDF from the book.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Well, what else was from Eberron? Maybe I can look through here and find some of the others.
Oh, the imbued wood. That's Eberron.
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
Oh, it was Xanathar's. I see.
Imbued wood focus, 50 gold. So you just saved 50 gold.
Ooh.
Now we're in IKEA.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know, shopping episodes are actual hell. Amulet of the
man.
Devout.
That's Tasha's.
It's Tasha's. Okay, so I'll look somewhere else. Okay, the plus one one is 1,500 gold.
Okay. I'll wait for that later.
That's
Why
what I'm
is it
saying.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
gold?
You can't go by common, uncommon, whatever. You can't because see the difference. Like some of them are 50 gold, some of them are 1,500. Or I guess
Where are
this,
you getting?
Right.
Because
this
I think
is-
it's just someone applying prices to it. It's just, you know.
yeah. I mean, it says it's from page 119 of wherever it came from.
That's the description of the item. But that's not. It doesn't have a price next to it.
Seeing magic item prices is pretty good for it, but that doesn't cover everything.
The same magic item prices is good for it.
And that should be 1,500.
Sane.
It's pretty decent for sane. It's only for mostly the base items though.
Wait, so not 1,500? Is that what we're saying?
Hang on.
I don't think it should be. That's,
I still have it up.
it
so I just
essentially
deleted
has
it.
the same function as the Bloodwell that she just bought, only it gives him one free cast of Channel Divinity.
I mean, it's the same price
Oh,
as the
wait.
Bloodwell she didn't
That's not
buy
even
because it was 1,500 gold for her too.
Yeah, you don't
Oh.
have that much.
Yeah, when I looked it up, it was 1,500 for her Bloodwell thing too. I don't think she
Oh.
bought it.
This is cool.
I don't know where you're getting the prices, but I don't.
I
agree with you.
literally just I just Googled the item and put cost and looked at the first thing that came up, which is dungeonsports.com, magical items. D&D arena matches. It's just magical items list and prices thing that they've got like a Excel file they made up for all kinds of stuff. Looks like, and then it's got like a page reference, and it says what source book.
Yeah, this is someone's. This is just someone making the prices for them and putting them online.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Sane
anyway.
magic. They call it sane magical item prices. Was used as a starting point for pricing, but ongoing adjustments are being made. Yeah. It's not an officially licensed thing, I guess, is what you're saying. So I should make it 500 gold because it's
No, I'm just saying, like, go with your best instinct, your best, because that's all that person did was look at it and go, oh, I think it should be this. So it would be no different than you saying, oh, I think it should be this. You're the DM, you get to choose.
Yeah, let me look at the item.
So if you think that's a fair price for it, then go with that.
Fine. We'll do
Just another reminder that the Broom of Flying is for some reason uncommon.
I know.
yeah, we'll do 500 for this, and we'll do 500 for Ella's Bloodwell thing too. That's fine.
Oh, then she doesn't try and stab.
You can still.
She has enough for 500.
All right, because if we change,
can always
if we change this one, we have to change that one. Right, if we're gonna go down that road. But that's fine. We can do that. So you're not gonna stab the guy. Fair enough.
Not yet.
The all-purpose tool is uncommon. It's 500 gold automatically. The Hat of Disguise is uncommon. It is 500 gold. Yeah, you get the gist. We're just gonna go from the magic item rarity thing.
Okay.
Do they have tattoos here?
Do they sell tattoos? Oh yeah.
They're magical items that you touch it to your skin and it creates a magical tattoo. So it
Yeah.
isn't like someone does it.
Does it take up like an attunement slot? I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah.
I think so. The one that I picked, yeah.
Yeah, you can get a tattoo here. Sure. It's common. It's 100 gold, I guess.
Just enough to buy everything.
I mean, unless there's a price listed for it where you got it.
Right. Now I'm down to 0 gold. And just copper. Is it 10 for 10? 1 gold is 10 silver, right?
Yeah, it's always tens.
Okay,
And
it's always 10. Okay.
silver is always 10 copper.
Except for the Electrum, which is 2 gold.
That's
and
why
then
we
5
don't.
silver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
we don't use
Or
that's why we
2
don't use.
Electrum. Yeah.
I don't like Electrum for that very reason.
same.
Same.
Let's keep it super simple, but let's throw one right in the middle that fucks it all up. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
All right. Are we missing any more magic stuff that people want?
I will look for some things as well. I'm just going through one more book.
Somebody wanted mithril.
I asked about it, but I don't want it.
150.
I have a feeling that the thing I want is going to be 500 gold. So.
I think I won't buy any magical items.
None? You mean you are a magical item, so
Well, the one that he listed he could make, I believe.
You could get an arm blade.
I can make Havoc disguise.
Yeah, can't you get like arm? Wait, what are those called?
Arm blades.
Prosthetic arms.
No,
Or-
the it's the thing specific to
Mantis
Eberron.
blades. Like
Oh.
cyberpunk, right? No.
Dude. I will find it. Docent. Docents are amazing,
Docent.
but I don't know if they have any that are of uncommon quality. It's like a sentient magical item that you wear, and it's only for Warforged, as far as I know.
But it's rare.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Well, if you got something that's uncommon or lower, you are in the magic flea market right now.
Magic IKEA.
Do you think I could with the imbued wood I can buy a lot to make an armor with it?
I mean, it doesn't say that, right? When you look at the
Or
description of the
does
item,
not?
It's just a staff, right?
it's a staff or a wand. It has a very specific list of things it can be, right?
Right.
And to be honest, it makes sense because it's supposed to be your magic focus. I've never heard of armor being able to be your magic focus, so
There is.
there
Mm.
is. Oh, okay.
It's more like a cloak, but not armor.
Unless you're like an artificer, armor artificer.
I've heard of like shields being used as magic focuses, just not armor. But what do I know? I'm just some idiot on the internet.
It's all right. All internet people are idiots.
Let me take a look at the wording on it again. I gotta scroll up to find it, I think. There we go. Yeah, it says an imbued wood focus is a rod, staff, or wand cut from a tree infused with extraplanar energy.
Yeah. Probably not. Do they buy turtle shells here?
Maybe magical turtle shells.
So, if I were you, and this is completely out of game, I would find someone who can craft something from the turtle shell, then bring it back and ask if they do enchanting.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So,
Oh, okay.
somebody who works with taxidermied animals might be a good person to go to for turtle shell.
Like maybe they can make you bracers or something, and then you can have armor bracers enchanted.
Oh, okay.
Because that's a
I'll do
thing.
that.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you could take it to different folks for different things. You just gotta, yeah, like what you're saying, make it into something.
Like bracers of defense.
Yeah,
Or
which might be useful for you.
that'd be that'd be my
Okay.
All right. Have you guys got all the stuff you want? Vaira, are you going to stab the man?
I have one thing.
Okay.
Cloak of Elvenkind?
If it's uncommon or lower, yeah.
Uncommon, yeah. Guessing 500 gold.
Let me look. I mean, that's something that might have a price on it because it's from, like, Cloaks of Elvenkind have been around since Pathfinder, I think, at least.
Yeah, it's in the DMG, but they still don't have prices on them.
What?
No, the DMG doesn't have any prices either. It just has
Alright.
that guideline.
Yeah,
Like
fine.
what?
500.
500.
500 is fine. Yeah, it works. All right, you can get your, cloak of elvenkind or whatever. Okay. Are you okay? You stabbing the guy, Ella?
I guess I was trying to quickly go through Tasha's cauldron because I didn't realize there was a bunch of items in there.
Okay. So I just need to know if you're stabbing the guy before or after you get everything.
She will stab after she gets everything, so as he's like leading her back or something.
Yeah.
Makes
Alright.
sense. Not
Totally.
really.
Totally makes sense. It's not like you were stabbing him because of the price of an item or anything.
She said she would find out later.
Okay. So when you stab him, first of all, the blade doesn't penetrate anything, but you can make your attack roll. Let's make your attack roll, and then I'll tell you what happens. Yeah, you hit. But it's like stabbing a brick wall. Like the blade connects with something, but it doesn't pierce into it or cut it or anything. And instantly, I need a Dex saving throw. The DC is 15.
Oh wow.
Let's see if she can dex it. Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, instantly you're electrocuted. Let's see here. I guess you just take regular damage. Yeah. Okay. It's a different thing, but it seems very similar to the bracer. It feels the same, but it is a different spell. If you were still a wizard, you might be able to tell.
Yeah. She's almost used to it by now,
But yeah, so you go to stab the guy, the blade just hits him, and like it deflects your hand off or something. And you get electrocuted, and the guy looks up at you and he says, I'm sorry, I don't recognize the question. Could you please be more specific?
No, my question is answered.
Well,
He bows.
While I'm with my guy, can I pull out, or can I show the ring to him and ask him how much he would pay for it?
Ooh.
Ooh, actually.
Yeah, if you're gonna take the ring out and ask him how much he'd pay for it.
Mhm.
He's sort of he doesn't grab the ring from you. He
wouldn't let
leans.
him.
Yeah, he leans down closer to it to get like his eyes a few inches from it, and sort of tilts his head back and forth. Again, expressionless, completely emotionless. And he says, I think 250 gold. And he looks up at you and he says, sounds about right.
Good to know. If I remember correctly, there was this glowing dagger during the desert part. That was just like a short-term spell, wasn't it?
That was my artificer like second level like ability.
Has that gone away already? Is it just a normal dagger now?
It was always a normal dagger.
Okay.
I just made it glow.
Fair enough.
You reminded me that I had things to sell.
Yeah, same. I pull out 2 small idols of the Sun Arcana and ask him if he would buy those. I don't think they're magical.
Did you write down a price on them?
You did not tell me a price.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I don't think you told me a price, actually.
Did you say that they were magical?
No, I said they aren't magical.
Oh, okay. I think they're probably worth at least 10 to 25 gold. I'll say 25 gold each.
Yeah, I think they're just common treasure that you like.
Yeah,
Flavor.
something I substituted for gems or something, probably.
Okay, so 25 each.
Yeah, we'll say 25.
Cool, I'll do that.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Vaira has $100 or 100 gold worth of spell components.
Well,
to
that
sell.
sounds like it would be worth 100 gold.
I know, right? So yeah, she'll pull that out and be like, "You will buy this?"
Yeah. This time, instead of not recognizing the question, yeah, I mean, he just reaches in his pockets and pulls out a sack of gold and hands it over. Like he reaches a hand out for the stuff first, but
She wants to. You will count it out first. I won't blindly take bag if you can make it 10 platinum instead of 100.
yeah,
One.
yeah.
4, 5. Also, is this going to be the very first time that Ella has ever shopped somewhere and not tried to get a bag of holding?
Vaira doesn't
Yeah,
care.
she
She's
is.
not the hoarder.
Well, the party has 2 of them. The party has 2 bags of holding already.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Kitty
Kitty is one.
Yeah,
And
Meryn has one.
Oh, Meryn has one.
Oh, that reminds me. Vaira was gonna ask about the bag that eats people. So she'll sell him the spell components. She'll also pull out the wizard spell book and ask how
Oh,
much
oh no.
for these
9th level, right?
Oh no.
up to 9 level spells. Yeah.
we didn't write a price down on that, did we?
No, you just told
No.
me it has spells up to 9th level in it.
Yeah, let me see. I mean, it should be worth quite a bit, I think.
Definitely don't have the little wizard appraise it.
Ah,
He's so
if only
sad.
he knew it existed. If only he knew that we had that.
Sad days.
If you want, we could retcon and say that Vaira forgot she had things to sell until she saw Havoc trying to sell the ring, so the whole group is around.
It's up to you guys, however you guys want to do it.
I definitely tried to sell the ring when I was away from everyone.
Okay, then yeah.
Do you take magical bracers?
Yeah, that was my last question. Was gonna be how much would you pay for a magic bracer?
Yeah, he says, do you have any to sell?
Yes, but do you know how to get them off?
Do you show him the bracer?
No, she's gonna say, I know a few people who need them off.
I'm sorry. Is it stuck?
Yes.
I would suggest a priest or mage, perhaps.
You don't have one?
He tilts his head. He doesn't seem to really understand what you're asking him. You're gonna have to be more specific. Like, what are you asking?
A mage or priest who can remove a magic bracer.
How is it stuck? Would grease help, perhaps?
Where is this stuck?
Yeah, he doesn't know the kind of bracer you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like it could just be a bracer stuck on someone's arm because they tied it on too tight, or it could be, you know, some kind of Chinese finger trap bracer
Yeah.
that was cursed. Or
When we get back to my companions, I will show you.
he nods and bows.
Cool.
Show me your own bracer.
No,
Yeah, she
Oh
won't.
my-
She won't show it to him.
she's not gonna show it to him because she doesn't like. If he might try and like take her in as a bounty, she's gonna show somebody else's first, make sure it can be taken off, and then she'll ask to have hers taken off.
Bracers don't represent bounties.
Don't they mean that you're
Do
like a
they?
slave or something?
They represent that you are being owned, I thought, or that you are currently owned, but I don't think they represent a bounty.
You know, actually, that's a good point. If she heard Meryn say that this was a place of stolen items, she might actually not care then.
Yeah.
Is that wrong, Ramblin? Do they? I don't.
Sorry, what was the question?
I mean, does someone with a bracer, if you see someone with a bracer, you know they have a bounty on them?
No, not necessarily. Because you guys
Okay,
didn't.
You know
then-
that they're owned by, or
You
they
know they're
they owe
owned
it.
by somebody. Yeah, if you recognize the kind of bracer, which most people most adults probably would in this area, they're a pretty
Mhm.
popular thing. Like they're gonna recognize you belong to someone as an indentured servant or slave or just a piece of property, maybe hired muscle that they own. But
Mhm.
it's also like they probably kind of see you as a criminal, right? Like you're in this service because you've committed some kind of crime, most likely. But it doesn't mean that you have a bounty out for you, right? The bounty was issued on you guys
Yeah.
later.
That's
Mhm.
true.
I mean, the bracelet indicates that you've already been caught for your crime.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially. Or you could be on the run, right? You got
I
the
picture
bracelet.
it's kind of like if you saw someone with a ankle monitor.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
That's a-
And
that's a good analogy.
Meryn definitely said this place had stolen goods.
Yes.
Around everybody, or okay, then never mind. Vaira would show it to him.
Okay.
So-
He says, there is one way to remove it.
What is?
He pulls, he like reaches in his robe and he pulls out a hatchet.
Yes. Killer.
No.
He just goes, unfortunate business that. He just like displays
Never
the,
mind. I will
Would
have
you
it
like me
removed
to remove
another way.
yeah, he's like, you say never mind. He puts the hatchet back into his robe, and he says, he bows. He says, understood.
Makes you wonder if it would actually hurt you, seeing how he was incorporeal.
Well, he was corporeal. Like she stabbed something.
He was like a solid wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said it didn't hit anything. Okay.
Yeah. And about this book,
The book, I think, some very powerful spells in here. 2,500 gold. Have to make a profit. Understand?
yes, I will. I will think on offer, and she will take it back.
Mhm.
I can find you again, yes.
Of course.
Okay.
So you're not selling the book for now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's okay. That's a big payday. All right. Is anybody else?
I mean,
Go ahead.
she's a mage, so she sees the high level spells or like some stuff she might recognize, and she knows that spells are worth a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Does anybody else have any?
I'm just imagining if you'd sold it, and he's like, "Oh, this contains wish. Interesting." And we're all just face palming. Oh, Oh.
I cannot cast it, so it's not useful to me.
All right. Is there any other stuff you guys want to sell or pick up while you're here?
1 second.
Nope.
I think we've got some secret stuff, maybe.
No, I just remembered one other thing that I could look at. Come on. You can go on with other stuff, and I can just say I got it.
I was trying to decide whether or not to say that I would like to sell Soul because he's a magic item, but I decided to get it.
Okay. Well,
If
presumably,
he did that, Soul would punch him then.
yeah, he doesn't. I mean, you're more alive than he is, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, presumably, if that's where you guys are finished with your shopping, maybe we cut to you guys just stepping out of the wall, and the circus tent like fabric sort of being sucked into the wall and vanishing. And maybe that's where we end the session.
Sounds good.
I think. Because it is a little bit past time. I know Kia's got stuff. I'm trying to get in the habit of doing this. Does anybody have anything that they want to shout out or anything like that? I also forgot to give everybody experience the entire episode today. So
Well,
how
it
about
makes
this?
Confused.
Everybody take we just give everybody 10 XP. It'll be easy to remember when we start having more episodes where there's combat next week. And also it helps if you guys can remind me to be like, hey, I should have got XP for that cool RP I just did.
I assume some people level up.
Anybody?
I'll
You did. All right. Cool.
I think
leveled up.
so.
Those, or are we applying them now?
If you level up, apply your level.
Okay.
Because you're
All
gonna
right.
you're gonna need it. Just judging from what's happened with B Team so far, you're gonna need these magic items and stuff.
And we
So-
can be attuned with these items because I think it uses a long rest or something, or is it a short rest?
Short rest, an hour.
An hour.
I don't know if it's an hour each, but yeah.
If when we jump back in next week, an hour has passed, then yeah, you can be attuned to it. If you guys
Okay.
all agree, we can start off like that next week. Like
Works
just
for me.
skip forward an hour.
Yeah.
Any idea what you guys might be doing an hour from walking out of the magic shop? I just want an idea on where to Kathleen Kennedy #fade in.
Maybe we're looking for an inn, and Ambien is being picky, so he can find one he can perform at.
We're trying to find an inn where he can perform at.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. Trying to find a place to sleep.
Somewhere where he thinks he's gonna make some good money, and yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like we
Yeah.
also would want to scout out how to get into the next ring.
Right.
okay. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. Okay. Well, we'll get into how you get into the Jade District next session, I guess. Cool. Does anybody got any other questions or anything?
Hope
Yes.
everyone knows Dimension Door.
Why?
It's the best way to travel between most of the rings.
I have wings, and I
Oh.
shoot when they can't see me in the sky.
I
Um,
hope most of you guys survive the next few episodes. That's what I hope.
Everyone but Tim. Right.
Well,
I mean,
I actually
That's
like
kind of
I like
dying.
Meryn. I kind of like Meryn. I don't know.
Meryn's been alive for like 2 sessions. He's probably like he's getting towards the end of his life, so.
His very first combat did not go well for him.
Yeah, you just got shot in the neck with a fork, and you didn't do anything. You tried to cast the spell on the guy, and it didn't work, right? We'll get
Yeah.
you. We'll get you some of those good rolls. You got good
Trying to
stats.
decide if I wanted to banish him or not, and I decided that would be a little bit extreme. But then I remembered I also didn't have caltrops because I was gonna banish him and then completely fill like the entire shop with caltrops and leave.
Yeah. What kind of jerk casts banishment on people?
I know, right?
We basically like fought 2 shopkeepers and ambient attacked someone with water
It's
Beer.
or beer.
Yeah,
And
twice.
we
Two
are
people.
on our fighting of proprietors.
Yeah. It's like you guys can't walk into a store without starting a fight with the owner or something. You know, Vaira stabs
No,
the.
he started it by having awful weapons.
I mean, maybe by your standards, but I don't see you walking around with anything better.
I still want to know what gnomes
Ooh.
are. I've asked him twice and he hasn't said anything.
Or
We're
we.
like the
A
Karens.
noble race. So gnomes
As
are.
far as I know, we don't know anything about gnomes, right?
Oh yeah, you have no idea what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
I thought
Yeah.
they were a group until he said race, which I suppose is still a group, but different type of group.
Yeah, nobody really knows what gnomes are. It's kind of a wonder that
Nobody knows about him.
yeah, it's kind of a wonder that the one guy said that they're long dead. Like he really shouldn't have even known about that. But dwarves know things sometimes.
Mhm.
Well,
I mean, you'd think they'd know some stuff, considering how much they stole.
Yeah.
I found the thing. How much would a common magic item cost?
100.
Boots. Okay, I can do that. Wait, I think I can do that.
Yeah, and bought a bunch of stuff that was around like 7,500.
I can just do that.
All right.
How much was it to
Yeah,
get
dude.
into the next ring? Is Vaira the only one who's gonna be able to
Nobody
afford
knows. You guys went magic item shopping first. So when
Right.
when you find out it's 1,000 gold a person to get in,
Oh
then
shoot.
we're gonna have some issues.
1,000 gold or murdering 1 gate worth of guards.
Yeah, I mean,
And I mean, I can cast fireball. I think Vaira can cast fireball.
yeah, I'm
Should be
sure
fine.
it's I'm sure it's not like they're really powerful guards since they're guarding, one of the most
I
important
mean,
parts of the city.
They could be really powerful guards, but are they survive 5 fireballs from each party member powerful? Eh?
That's the then that brings up the question of the why do adventurers have to go on adventure if the guards are so strong?
Yeah.
Well, you're not exactly doing it for this town, right? Like
Time to turn 5 rings into
Right,
4
hey.
rings.
Next time that a dragon shows up or something wants to kill this town, we're just gonna be like, well, the guards are the strong ones here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's none of the teams are trying to really save this town. There's nothing really attacking this town right now, or
Also, why be adventurers when you can be looters instead?
yeah,
Right?
that's a good point.
Looting, you just grab things, and adventuring, you have to find somewhere first.
Right.
And you have to fight.
Yeah. You guys are just trying to get revenge from the sound of
Yeah.
things. I don't know how that's gonna go. So what's the plan exactly to capture Crude Yacht and force him to tell you how to get the bracers off? Is that the plan?
Fine, I'll kill him, but
Oh, okay. So you kill him and just leave the bracers on forever. Oh, you don't care. You don't have a bracer anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know about the whole. Well, I mean, I've probably seen the bracers and know what's going on with them, but I probably don't really care that much. It wasn't in my deal that I had to deal with the bracers.
Yeah, yet again, you found a way to make most of the party not like your character.
The plan is to go and make him get our bracers off, and then we kill him.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, if it goes down that
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
that could be a way to do it.
I don't know that it's gonna go down that way. I feel like Vaira's gonna be like, "How do you get these bracers off?" And Havoc's gonna be like, "Stab, stab, stab."
Dagger,
He'll
dagger,
be
dagger.
so upset.
All right. Well, thanks for playing. I hope you guys had a fun week. I'm hoping next week we can kind of get back to the maps and the normal kind of gameplay stuff. So it will be less. Hey guys, let me watch you improv for 4 hours, kind of thing.
I feel like Travis. Shopping.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same way, but it's something that's got to be done, right? Like you get all the gold, you got to spend it, you got to buy stuff.
I
So-
just steal the gold from my players, but that's me.
yeah. Well, I could. I think after killing somebody in front of you all, I kind of feel like maybe you guys need these upgrades. So that's
I mean,
I just wanted to get my gun. That's all I wanted, really.
didn't upgrade the group intelligence or anything.
Oh, trust me, when I see that you bought a weapon from him, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Oh no.
yeah.
But
I was like, guys, this is
Again-
supposed to just be a silly fight. I don't know how you're gonna do against the real fights, so we'll just see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I'm not totally worried that I'm gonna kill all of you or anything, and this will be the end of B Team. Not worried about that at all. We'll just have to see what happens.
I just need a helm of invulnerability and I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We all?
I've got to go, but good
Thanks,
session.
guys. All right, y'all have a great
Thanks,
week.
guys.
Thanks for watching, folks at home. Good night, stream. Good night, chat.
Night.
Bye.
No.
Next week.
If you enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe.